Well, I took a break from playing Diablo 4 yesterday and decided to read the dev blog for Update 53. And I gotta say, I'm pretty hyped for the next update. For those of you that haven't read the dev blog, sit tight because I'll be walking you through all the good and the fugly of what's to come in Update 53. And for those of you that did read through the dev blog and already have an opinion on the matter, that's okay because I'll probably be saying something in this video that'll piss you off. Leave your seething comment down below. And with that, let's dive on into the dev blog. We're going to skip this entire paragraph of bullshit that's basically them just saying this update is focusing on fixing minor bugs, design issues, and adding small features. But wow, what do we have here? A tankette with some rockets on it? Okay. The Inferno roadmap section. Okay, so here we can see a roadmap of the development for Inferno. For those of you that don't recall, Inferno was Foxhole's 1.0 update, and it's the update that gave everyone hope and excitement with facilities, only for the veil to be lifted, our legs shackled to our desks, and now we have civil wars over oil fields and autistic arguments over how many Sarahs somebody can build.
Look, Accordino has been building this for a long time. He works so hard to build as many emplaced machine guns for us.
Jenny, were you trying to pull like real life military rank on us?
Was he saying I'm a warrant officer
Really?
too? Was he pulling rank?
Of all things?
He was asking people how much they bench pressed and shit.
Oh, and no, cornhole, to answer your question, no, I wasn't using rank. I was just asking you what your strategy was based off of, because I can tell you right now, it's based off of garbage.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Liquid containers, they are far more important just because less people build them, and it's always a good thing to have a thing of diesel at the front, and a lot less people bring those up too.
Hey, those are great points. Those are really great points. Do I think that that argument is strong enough to say that we should build a bunch of fuel containers instead of weapons? No, yes. I don't think that that argument is strong enough. I think that you're wrong. Yeah, I think they get destroyed, and I think these 33 will be gone off the battlefield in a matter of hours.
No.
You know what doesn't get destroyed?
Needed as you
Fuel
think.
containers. You know what doesn't get attacked by the enemy? Fuel containers. You know what we don't put on the front line? Fuel containers.
You know what people don't want to spend
maybe, don't get me wrong, maybe there's this gang of wardens that go around and destroy all the fuel containers. Fuel container shortage, right? That would make sense. Now we need a bunch of fuel containers. Let's get 12 guys to stand around on the construction pad, and
This is how union work goes, man.
We'll build one fuel container, right? And you guys are sitting here. You guys honestly think that you're right?
Thank you.
I mean, it's telling. Silence is fucking deafening, bro. When I stop talking, when I make comments like, oh yeah, we got 9 guys standing around doing nothing, and then it gets fucking silent. But anytime I make a comment about something else, oh, let's jump on that. You weren't in the military, you done that, you done that. But when I make a comment, why the fuck are you standing around doing nothing?
Because I'm watching the car crash that is your rant. So Update 53 is meant to be the last update before the next major Foxhole update this year. And on the dev blog, the upcoming update will mark a new year for Foxhole. Now this is where my 3rd grade education comes in. If Update 54 is supposed to mark a new year for Foxhole, my educated guess would be that we'll see Update 54, which many people are calling the Naval Update, sometime in September, since that would mark 1 year from 1.0's release. We're finally at the meat and potatoes of the dev blog. What's actually in Update 53? Well, aside from seeing this cute little tankette packing a big bulge again, cross-faction voice chat.
Add proximity chat for enemy factions to speak with one another or my review stays negative.
I can't believe the lads at Siege Camp are actually coming through with this. I played Foxhole back when cross-faction voice chat was still a thing, and that shit was hilarious. Imagine Bonsai charging into the enemy line, you hear some of the Warrens panic, and it bolsters your resolve to charge into that trench and hack everyone up with your bayonet. Expect a lot of fun RP moments next update, as well as copious gamer moments. The next major change with Update 53 is dedicated vehicle ammo slots. Not much else to say with this one. Vehicles now have slots that are dedicated for ammo. I can see how that would be helpful to new players who don't want to open up the wiki or ask anyone in-game which ammo goes for which tank. So good on the devs for thinking about the new player experience. I think new players are still waiting on a revamped training course or tutorial, but hey, these things take time, so I get it. West Coast Redesign. Oh boy, this is where the crap gets smeared on the wall for some of you. In anticipation for the next major update, the west coast of the map is getting a complete redesign for Update 53, and later for Update 54. What this means for Update 53, the hexes of Fisherman's Row and Oarbreaker will be disabled until the next major update drops. Yep, that means no more Conclave for the Wardens.
Cast it into the fire! Destroy it!
I know a lot of collies are giddy with glee that we won't have to fight against that shithole in the next war. Just another example, guys, of the devs being biased towards collies, am I right? That was a joke. With Fisherman's and Oarbreaker gone temporarily, Farranek Coast and Westgate will be pushed out to the westmost hexagons on the world map. Their prior locations will then be occupied by two new regions, King's Cage and Sableport. I'm really excited for Sableport based on the images the team shared so far. A walled-off town near the front. You know that hex is going to be at max pop the entire war. Additionally, when the naval update drops, the overall size of the world should expand by about 10 to 15%. Don't ask me what that actually looks like. If I had to guess, maybe we get 1 or 2 additional hexes, but realistically, if it is a naval update, probably going to be seeing a hell of a lot more water on the map. Weapons and armor. For starters, the Colonials will be getting their version of the Warden's Sampo rifle, called Katana RT4 Auto Rifle. From the description of the rifle, it appears to be a jack-of-all-trades, master-of-none choice for soldiers fighting on the front. I can't really say what I think about the rifle one way or the other until I actually use it. I will say, though, just from my previous experience with the Sampo, I'm not a huge fan, but I'm still willing to give the rifle a shot. For additional features, we have a little dash sign. The jury is still out on what the devs actually mean by that. Leave your best guess in the comments below, but if I had to guess, I would probably say we'll get the ability to wave dash when we have the rifle equipped. Next, the Wardens will be getting the number 2B Hawthorne. This is literally a Lowcaster that's been sawed off. Yeah, and you can equip it as your secondary. Not gonna lie, I think the Wardens got fucked a bit here, but hey, I guess you can have a Sampo or a Fiddler or whatever as your primary MG, and this guy is your backup. Rocket Artillery Update. So for Update 53, we'll be seeing Rocket Artillery range double, but accuracy taking a hit at longer range, with flight times also being extended. Explosive rockets will also get a slight buff in damage. Additionally, both factions will be able to transform early war vehicles to use rocket artillery. For collies, it's the tankette, and the Wardens, it's the scout tank. I gotta say, Wardens, y'all have a sick design for your rocket scout tank. This thing looks so cool. I'm looking forward to what early war rocket artillery looks like and how they'll actually be used. Right now, I don't really see many rocket trucks on the battlefield, but maybe this update would fix that. Lastly, we have several small improvements, like being able to toggle aim. You can open up the map while assembling items or packaging. Large cranes can be undeployed in 4 different directions instead of 1. Callouts are localized based on language. Multiple tripod mounts have been added for the BMS holdout. 10 new types of log entries with additional log improvements. Some improvements to the coal refinery visuals. Shift left clicking on a map filter icon toggles all other icons off or on. And small arms weapon models now have faction-specific wood or metal materials to help distinguish their visuals. And that's everything in the devlog. Overall, this has me hyped for the next war. Cross-faction VoIP is going to be a huge impact on player interaction. Maybe we could finally get that Christmas truce going this year. Aside from that, the new rifles and vehicles are definitely interesting, and I could see the Gremlins doing another rocket op next war. If you're interested in joining my regiment, head on over to the Discord channel, link in the description below. Send a screenshot of your F1 screen when you're in-game to the Foxhole channel on my Discord. The Gremlins mainly fight on the Colonial side, but we switch off occasionally, and for the next war, we'll be fighting on the Colonial side again. I hope you all enjoy the video. If you want to see more update and analytical videos like this, leave a like and let me know in the comments section below. Also, if you made it to the end of the video, consider subscribing. It really helps me out. Take care, everyone, and I hope to see you on the front line.